Good morning, day 90. Time to get up and moving, boys. It's our last morning in Oregon. And down here is that river where all those falls were flowing to last night. It's cool this morning, but not cold. And it's time to get moving. Okay, this is a typical morning. Drive is up and out. These two are getting moving slowly but surely. And then look who's over here. Time to get going. Let's go out of the tent so we can break it down. All right, you guys, come over here. I need to show you something. Okay, so I came over here this morning and look at this. It's the biggest.
Oh.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
I don't think that's a slug.
Yes, it is. It was eating this morning.
That's disgusting.
Look at how big this thing is. It's eating. You can see it moving. Oh, there's a bug on it, but
Slug?
we're having a little debate. I know, I called him a slug. Maybe he's not a slug.
This is wrong.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, he just had his little things out. What's he gonna do? I think these are his eyes.
Yeah.
Little eye
Eyeballs.
tentacle things are out. But there are 4 of them. He's moving. This is wild.
He's huge. It's gotta be like...
I think he's 5 or 6 inches. He's leaving a line of slime behind him. So we're wondering, like, is he a snail type creature?
Slug, snail. I don't know.
Somebody will know. This is fascinating. Oh my gosh, he's going up to grab that leaf. Watch this. Oop. Interesting. I'm sure this is like watching paint dry to some people, but it's just an interesting little creature. Talking to the boys about how, although this is an official tent site, obviously this is kind of dangerous. I feel like a lot of Northern California and Oregon has been kind of dangerous places to sleep because this is obviously an old burn area, but we do have live trees here. So it's a little bit better than a straight up burn area because we do have stuff that's living, but obviously any of these trees are probably somewhat unstable. So we do need to be careful where we sleep. Hopefully things will be better in Washington. No wind or anything last night, and so thank God we're all safe and fine this morning, but it is good to be aware of these things because sometimes we're just looking for a flat spot and we don't think about all the stuff around us that could be a hazard. Camp mostly broken down and people are mostly ready. And here's the progress friend. He's on the log. As long as my hand. The diameter of a quarter. He's on the log, boys. Get this. Oh, we could eat chips or a beautiful plum. Are we ready? Saddle up. Let's go. So we're on trail. This is Eagle Creek. We slept like right up there, quarter mile. And here we are, making our way. Oh, wow. That's this one right here?
Yeah.
Oh, doling out some snacks.
Minimal.
We have a railing here again, a cable, because this is a huge drop off right there, but you can see the falls across there, and then there's like a lower fall that we can't see yet, but we can see it's going over the edge. This is really neat area, and it's a complete cliff drop off on this side. Pretty neat the way that's carved out. All over the place. Yes, the boys have made their way around. I must be coming up to a switchback or a bridge. Let's see, can we see them? There they are. Hi! Looks like just a pile of sticks. Those are probably like enormous pieces of trees. Homemade stepping stones. How about that? We're close to parking lots and trailheads, and a lot of day hikers are out and about in this area right now. So these parts of the trail seem to be pretty well maintained. Started talking about Crater Lake and how that was formed, and having a very interesting discussion about the theory of how that was formed, and wondering if there are any other theories out there and how that all could have happened. It was an amazing place, an awesome thing to see, and I think we're gonna dig around and try to learn a little bit more about that when we get home, which is pretty awesome part of this trip, that there are so many things we want to understand more about: volcanoes, waterfalls, Crater Lake, just so many different things that we've come across out here. That little slug, is it a slug? Is it a snail? What is it? I don't know. It's just really cool to be seeing and experiencing all these different things that we want to know more about. Oh, another thing is like the Joshua trees, and then the sequoias, the giant sequoias versus the big redwoods, all kinds of stuff. Oh, and we were wondering more about burn areas and the regrowth and all of that. Lots of things to think about that we've been exposed to and seen and experienced here. It's really cool.
Did they expect that?
This got narrow. All right, so I didn't really explain, but this is the Eagle Creek Trail. And there was a junction yesterday that allowed us to get onto this trail from the PCT. It connects back to the PCT after 15.5 miles. So a lot of hikers take it. It says it's one of the most popular alternate routes that PCT hikers take. I do think it cuts off a couple of miles, maybe 5 or less miles. Links back up. We'll be on the PCT before we get to Washington, before we get to the border, but allowed us to see this canyon and all these waterfalls, and it's a really neat, beautiful area. So we wanted to take advantage of that, and we're still making our way to Washington here. We're checking the license plates. We're almost to Washington. Yay, mountains. Hike more, worry less. We have a main hydrangea. Love those. Fish hatchery in Oregon. And we're gonna keep making our way to the PCT. Cool information. Alrighty, here we go. Cascade Locks is 1.5 miles up the highway, 2 miles on trail. And we've been picking berries, which were very tasty. So we just went under that interstate there and continuing on. We're picking berries that kind of look like raspberries, red raspberries, but they're smaller. We're wondering if they're Marion berries. They're very tasty. Oh, here's one. This one isn't completely ripe, but there it is. This is our first view of the bridge. Awesome. Haha, it's pretty exciting, huh? Oh my gosh. Wow. This is awesome. Alright, so once we walk over that bridge, we will enter the state of Washington. So we're actually not going to do that quite yet. We're going to go into Cascade Locks, and we're going to find something to eat and resupply. Then we're going to walk over that bridge into Washington. So we aren't even crossing that bridge yet. I'm getting choked up. This is pretty incredible. Trail days is for the PCT. heading back to the Bridgeside restaurant on the recommendation of another guy who's doing a section hike. Was going to be a Sobo hiker, but too much snow up north, so he just did a section further down. And we just met Punisher, who's out here killing it on the PCT, friend of Gasket. Knows Jeff from walking up from Key West on the AT last year. So it's funny to run into people and know some of the same people. We're gonna go see if this place is still serving breakfast. All right, so they're not serving breakfast, so the next best thing is
Dessert.
chocolate cake and Marionberry pie with ice cream and a coffee. This is awesome. And we're at the Bridgeside restaurant right here, the Bridge of the Gods. This is pretty cool. Does anyone know what that mountain or that peak is?
Yes. And I'll
The update is we're still here at the Bridge of the Gods restaurant. We've now ordered lunch because we've been sitting here so long. The problem is Far Out Guide's not working. It was awesome last year as Gut Hook. We used it on the Appalachian Trail and it was awesome. They rebranded. Since they rebranded, I had a problem in New Hampshire and now I'm having a problem in Washington. I've emailed them. I can't find a phone number to call and talk to someone. That's like really frustrating. I just rebought the map. I paid for it a second time. Still not working properly on my phone, and we can't cross that bridge and keep hiking without a map. I mean, we can get paper maps, yes, but we far out because people leave comments up trail. We can find out about stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on. We're hanging out here trying to get Far Out to work so that we can continue up trail. We purchased the Washington guide. We got it to work, so that's good news. Cascade Locks post office, and we're gonna go here and resupply at the market.
Punisher. He was
Oh,
like, there's his family
are you-
at the campground tonight, but we started in March.
Okay,
We started in March at the border.
so when are you headed north?
We're gonna get out tomorrow.
Okay, oh good.
Keep trucking on.
That makes me feel
Yeah.
better,
I think
because
the snow.
sorting our food and packing it up. How's it going?
Good. I'm almost done with sort.
22.8 plus 1.1. We're weighing bags.
Ben, yours is 23.9.
23.9. Mine is 20.8 with a liter of water. And Ben has 1 liter of water. And then Elliot, I'm gonna add 2.2. 22.5. All right.
All right, so this is with 1.5 liters of water?
30.2.
30.2. All right, could be worse. You're what?
I'm 25 with a liter of water.
Okay. Now that we've resupplied, next priority is
Ice cream.
what?
Ice cream.
Here we go. So the ice cream is awesome. We need to get back on trail, but we're scouring for an outlet somewhere where we can plug in and charge up before we get back on trail. You get ice cream on the brim of your hat? You having a little trouble? Okay. All right.
Washington, let's go.
Send it.
Here we come. Woo! Oh, this is incredible. Phew! Oh, from the Mexican border. Can't even talk, man. Oh, from the Mexican border all the way through California, Oregon, and now across the Bridge of the Gods. This is amazing. Nice job, boys. So the woman in that car just asked where we were hiking from, and she wants to talk to us when we get on the other side of this bridge. Oh, okay, this kind of freaks me out. I don't really like walking over this kind of thing, so I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna show it. Holy smokes, I'm shaking right now. There is no sidewalk for pedestrians. Oh my goodness, this is freaking me out. I'm gonna not think about it. Obviously the boys don't care. They're moving. Holy smokes. Yikes. All right, so I'm being incredibly brave right now. This is freaking me out. I do not want to drop my phone. Wow, here we are. You guys look at me. Woo! Okay, I don't know if anyone can get a selfie. I'm afraid to hand my phone off. I'd like to get in. Here we are. Woo! First steps in Washington. Yeah, boys. Woo! This is nuts. I can't even believe this. I had no idea that the bridge was going to be like this. I knew there was like no space for pedestrians, but I had no idea that I was going to be walking over a grate over the water. The wind's blowing a little bit, and if my hat flies off my head, it's going wherever it's going. I don't even care. This is incredible. If this bridge wasn't like this, I would be like running ahead of the boys, taking video from the front of them and the whole 9 yards. But I'm just trying to get over this bridge right now. Holy smokes. Oh, thankful for the pavement. Wow. Okay. That was a long bridge. That was like a really big bridge. Woo!
Final state to go.
Yeah. 505 miles? Is that right? All right. Woo! Goodbye, Oregon. Hello, Washington. All right, so I know you guys think I'm crazy, but that just freaked me out. And walking across that bridge on that kind of ground, like flooring, see-through grate stuff, like had me shaking. I think that was as scary as one of the like High Sierra traverses for me. It's crazy. Hi! We did, yeah. Alright, so here we are leaving the Bridge of the Gods. Welcome to Washington. Woo!
Evergreen state.
Yeah. Pacific Crest Trail. Here we come. Wow. And we're going to re-enter the trail here. U.S.-Canada border, 506.1. Woo! Here we go, boys. This is pretty exciting.
The final push.
Final push. Let's do it. All right. Well, we left Cascade Locks hours upon hours later than we anticipated today. But we're getting back on trail, and this is all part of God's plan and God's timing, because the most unbelievable an incredible thing just happened as we crossed the bridge into Washington. We are now carrying the ashes of a beautiful young woman named Pamela. Wow, I don't know, not really sure what to say, but I'm like, I don't know. Certainly nothing I ever would have imagined would happen. So Pamela was 27 years old 2 years ago when she took her life. And her mom just asked us if we would carry some of her ashes on the PCT, because Pamela was someone who loved to be outdoors and someone who loved to hike and had a dream of doing the PCT. So she's now with us through Washington and to the finish. I'm sure I'll have more to say about this as I process it and as we go on, but somewhat speechless right now. I'm honored. My heart breaks for her mom and for her siblings, for her daughter, for her family. And we're honored to do this. And so here we are. These are our first steps on the trail in Washington. And we're gonna go probably just a few miles because it's gonna get dark in about an hour. So here we are. So pretty. Okay, the start of Washington is a little bit unfriendly here. We are going through a maze of overgrown prickers, berry bushes with thorns and prickers, as well as, oh, look at these prickery things too.
Watch out, this is prickers and that's prickers.
Okay, yep, and as well as poison oak or something, ivy, sumac, something or other, which we are praying against all of these things right now because there's absolutely nothing that we can do except for plow through this. There's nowhere else to go. So here we are. Pacific Crest Trail, and we're doing a big uphill to start. Elliot just said this is Pami's first Pacific Crest Trail uphill. Starting off with a challenge. So here's a tent site. It's 9 o'clock. We're gonna set up. There is another one ahead, but we're just gonna set up before it's pitch black. I'm sweating to death climbing up this, and we're gonna get up and get moving in the morning, right?
Yes.
We've had 2 lazy mornings. Tomorrow, first full day in Washington, we're gonna get to it. Here we go. Let's set this thing up.